My name is Strother. My main apparatus is Lyra. My first impression of the SDCC program, I kind of viewed it as like I got into Cirque du Soleil. It was a really big deal for me. I thought it was like a huge step into actually becoming professional. It's greatly influenced my personal growth because being in an environment with a lot of talented people kind of forces you to compare sometimes, and just in being here I've had to do a lot of work on myself when it comes to comparison, jealousy even, and like working to overcome that. And then artistically, one of the biggest things I learned, I think I mainly like grabbed this from clown classes, was not being afraid to embarrass yourself and like do things that people wouldn't expect or that you feel timid to do, because sometimes that's where the best artistic expression comes from. I think what makes SDCC unique would be like the family aspect of this place, and I also think that the training quality is really high up there, especially in comparison to other schools that are actually funded by the government. I think this sets the bar pretty high. The coaches, yeah, they've supported me greatly. They've always been vouching for me to like get opportunities. When they've been given an opportunity to tell somebody who's like important in the industry about me, they've always said good things. They've always tried to put my name out there. They've always let me know when there are opportunities for me to take. And the community is always so supportive. I've never had a negative comment from people in the community and my fellow students. And they also let me know all the time whenever there's like an opportunity to apply to a show or contract. Well, as someone who has never like done a show before, a circus show before, I would have to say my favorite thing about the winter show in 2022 that we did was the whole process of putting it together the night before we were supposed to perform, because it all came together ultimately because everybody worked together really well. And I also liked that we were still able to laugh and put comedy in the show. That was really special, and it made it fun and filled me with joy. I have been applying for a lot of shows, from contracts to gigs. I hope to be going to a show next. Over the summer, I hope to have gigs lined up, but my ultimate goal is to be in a show, whether that's touring, cruise ships, residential. I would say one of the things that I'm going to take from being here into my professional career would be just, I've gotten to learn the way the process goes in building a show, the way the process goes in creating an act, especially with other people, and kind of seeing how, like especially in rehearsals, hours can stretch on longer than you expected, and just being prepared for that in the real world. And then another thing that's really simple that I will take is training schedules. Like, I know what I need to do now. I know what I need to train to get stronger. I know what I'm lacking. I know what I'm excelling in, and I'll know what things I can take from what the teachers have taught me into my conditioning routines and training schedules. Well, I would say I want others to know that this program completely changed the whole trajectory of my life. This has been the most impactful 2 years that I've ever had in my life. I'm only 21 years old, so that's not saying a whole lot, but it is, because I've never been as strong as I am mentally and physically, and I've never learned so much in this amount of time. So I've grown a lot, and I'm completely different from where I was 3 years ago. So.